Yeah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well, the elder bishops in Connecticut, the bishops, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom, to the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold, Shalom, to you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader with meekness and with silence. This your brother Aram Yehawada with the lesson, and I'm I'm basically lemma backing off the brother Gar, right? Because I seen his video on this very topic of the net worth of Bishop Nate Nathaniel uh, of the IUIC, and this is Caleb uh, Kane Caleb clan, right? Database celebratory net worth, right? It's a celebratory Bishop Nate's net worth for 2023, which was just last year, which is only a couple months back. Well, we're in the 6 months or 6 months back. So, age, height, weight, wife, and more. Wow, god dang. Hey, but that's what it talks about Esau. It said that he he categorized, right? He's giving you all the thing categoria, right? Um, and yeah, that's what he's doing. Celebratory Bishop Nathaniel net worth for 2023, age, wife, and more. Okay, let's see if we can get something. Says Bishop Nathaniel is a businessman. See, but he's a businessman in how, right? Not in the sense of what Yahushua said to his own mother, right? Yes, his business ventures as well as his role as a head of the church. Bishop Nathaniel is highly respected figure in the Christian community, right? That's why he say Most High Christ bless. That's a Christian doctrine. That's why he's going into the hell doctrine, which is a Christian doctrine, right? And he has net worth reflects, and his network reflects his success. Wow. Today, we are going to know about Bishop Nathaniel's net worth, age, height, weight, wife, and many more hidden information. Wow, what the fuck? See, this is what happens when you sign a 501c3. They can put your height, your weight, everything about your wife, your kid, and everything hidden known about you, right? You have to give Esau that information, right? Yeah. So this is what Bishop Nathaniel net worth, right? Question mark. So Bishop Nathaniel's net worth is a well known is a well Bishop Net Bishop Nathaniel net worth is a well known businessman and the founder of IUI, not that's not IUIC, of Israel United in Christ. right? Because they're united in Christ, right? To a Greek man, Greek Edomite. He has an es- estimated net worth of $150 million, right? And is known for his, let's see what this is, because I just barely found out this word, philanthropic, philanthropic, philanthropic of a person or organization seeking to promote the welfare of others, especially by donating money to good cause. Okay, philanthropic. Yes. So he said donate money to good causes, whatever, something like that. That's what it says he does. Uh, he has been a strong advocate. Strong advocate for social justice, and his work tirelessly to improve the lives of those less fortunate. He is a man of great faith and conviction, um, and he has and his work has inspired many people around the world. Whoa, around the world. Bishop Nathaniel's net worth is a powerful force for good in the world, and his work has made a positive impact on the lives of countless people. Wow, insanity. Yeah, so right here it said for Bishop Nate Daniel's net worth, it says 4 million, yearly income 200K, monthly income 17K, daily income $560. Hey, man, phew, that is insane, right? Because that's damn near your rent. And in some cases, that, well, back in the day, that was somebody's rent. But rent has went up so much that that's at least half your rent now, right? On a daily basis, right? Yeah. So this is Luke chapter 2, verse 46. And it came to pass that after 3 days they found him in the temple, which is talking about Yahweh Shai, right? Who the world ignorantly calls Christ and Jesus, right? Right? Or Jesus Christ, right? Whichever one. And some of them just call him Christ, right? Like his name ain't even Jesus no more. It's just Christ. Israel united in Christ. That's not even, that's not his name. That's a title. It's not even a name. You're united in a title, but not the person. Wow, that's absolutely insane. So, um, I mean, sitting, found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors, right? Because this is a doctrine, you know. This is Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai's doctrine, right? And you have to give the right doctrine to truly be a doctor, right? So when you deal with Apostle Har, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakad, the other apostles that's in Connecticut, those apostles, those are doctors, man, right? They know the breakdowns, they know the things of the scriptures, man, and can give you the proper doctrine, and give you the correct breakdown. So these are people who are supposed to know the understandings, the breakdowns, right? Both hearing them, so he listened to them. I mean, he ain't gonna be just rude because he has the authority technically. Even at 12 years old, he had the authority. But he know in retrospect, him being a young kid, no one was gonna give him that you know that I don't know. I guess for lack of a better word, respect that needed to be deserved. So he you know he yiquabbed him. He came in there as a little because at the time he was a kid, child, young, not a child, but now he became a man at 12. So he's showing, hey, I'm a young now as a man at 12. Now I'm gonna come and speak to you, but I'm a young man. So he gonna yiquab him and bait him in. Hey, I'm gonna get you and listen to some of the things you have to say, but then I'm gonna throw some things at you that's gonna be deeper and beyond your understanding, you know, and ask them questions. Hey, now I'm gonna ask you some questions. See, it says, and all that heard him were astonished, right? They were amazed, right, at his understanding and answers. See, because he really ultimately he was there to give them a greater understanding. Because he's the true doctor. He's the real doctor. He really you know what I'm saying. He basically is the doctrine, right? So he knows about himself and what the Most High says about him. So he said, I only come to show you what the Father have told me. So he's gonna basically break it down, right? It says when they saw him, they were amazed, right? And his mother said unto him, Son, why has thus thus I always mess up on this. Thus this thou thus dealt thou thus dealt with us. Like, behold, right, which means fix your eyes, look, pay attention, thy father, right? So look, your father's right there, and I sought thee sorrowly, right? And he said unto them, How is it that ye seek me? Whilst ye not that I must be about my father's, right? Which is talking about Yahweh, right? The Father in heaven, right? Because he was sent for a mission about my father's business, right? So I know Joseph is my biological father as far as the flesh is concerned, but my Father in heaven, I have to do his business, right? But me making 150 million, and because you're saying you're so-called donating to these great causes and it helps people, and the Lord is about the elect. How do your 150 million net worth, well, really, when you scroll down, it says your net worth is 4 million. So $4 million, how is that helping the elect? I mean, I'm not understanding that. How is that helping the Father's business? Because the Father's business is to wake up the elect, right? Yeah. So this is Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? and whom shall he make to understand doctrine, to doctrine them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast, right? And it says, Gamal, to deal fully with recompense. So what we're out there teaching to deal fully with recompense, right? Most High Christ is not dealing with a full recompense. Yeah, you're saying that he'll go out there and teach that you're so-called not black, you're the Israelites, right? He'll teach you all that, but he's not teaching you the full thing of recompense, man. That he leadeth to the captivity shall go into captivity, right? He's not teaching you the full thing of the law, right? Because you can't halfway say that you follow the law and then you break several laws, right? And I'll give you two examples real quick. He calls GMS bums, right? The bumalites, right? But it tells you if you see your brother in distress and you be rich, you should give him uh uh you know should give him some aid. You should give him some money to help your brother. That's in the law. This guy law guy will not heed to the law, right? Then another thing is what he'll tell you. Well, I'm gonna give you three things. He'll tell you that what you could only have one wife. Well, according to the law, it says if a man has two wives, one love, one hated, which don't mean you actually hate her. It's just you may love one more than the other. That's all that's saying. Not that you don't love your woman, because you know that with Jake. Jake will love both of his women. He may love one a little more than the other, but he's gonna love both his women or multiple women. He's gonna love them all, right? And that's another one. And the third one is what everybody got this charagma, and it's in the law for you not to put things within your flesh, right? You know, nobody knew what that was. You want the jump shot, the icky vicky, whatever, however you want to call it. You know, that CV19, you cause people to stumble at things, right? So you know, but this is the word wing, right? To wing a child, to wing, right? To deal bountifully with, to recompense or to repay, right? So we're talking about these nations are going to be repaid back, right? So who's the Lord going to teach that to, right? And that's basically what the Lord was. He was he's only 12 years old, right? Only 12 years old. So I like this version right here. It's the amplified version right here. It says, they say, to whom would he teach knowledge, and to whom would he explain the message? Those just weaned from the milk? Question mark, right? It's like, what? The Lord? You think the Lord will teach them? Like, in a sense, like, how? What? What? Like, the a way of saying who the Lord will teach them that just weaned from the milk, like in a disbelief fashion, right? So Yahushai being, He had to yiquab them. He had to just sit amongst them, listen to their questions, and ask them questions. And they were like, "Oh wow, you know." And that's ultimately what we do, man. Right? Them, them just weaned from the milk. Those just taken from the breast. Like what? Right? They in disbelief. Like what? Because that's ultimately what this whole thing is with vocab, with these other people. They're just like, wow, we can't. But then why can't you believe it? Because we're the Israelites. Obviously, no one's breaking it down the right way except for us. And you know we're breaking it down the right way. But your whole thing is, hey, go back to go to sleep. But that'll never happen. The elect is woken, awake, got woken to be awake, should we say? And we ain't going back to sleep, right? For this is for precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. For he say precept must be upon precept. For he say precept upon precept, precept upon precept, upon precept rule, right? The rules, the laws, statutes, the rules, the laws, because this is what we're supposed to do. The rules, which are the laws, statutes, and commandments. The rule upon rule, rule upon rule, upon rule, right? Here a little and there a little, right? Old Testament, New Testament, the whole book is the law, technically, right? The whole book is the law. You don't just go into the Old Testament and just read the law and, oh, this is just the law. That's it. No, the whole entire book is technically the law, right? For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people. What people? The Israelites. It's not talking about everybody in the world, right? And it's not talking about all Israelites either, right? Yeah, he's what's come said to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Yeah, we're scattered abroad, and it's for the elect that's scattered abroad, right? It says indeed the Lord Yahweh will teach this people, right, the Israelites, in a more harmonious, harmonious thing, humiliating, right? More humiliating. Oh wow, right? In a more humiliating way, right? Because what the world don't look at us as the rightful people, right? A little child, he's only 12 years old. He's in there basically schooling those things. You think they was like, oh shit, I better go listen to this kid. I mean, they were amazed, but that's about as far as it went, right? Because obviously, from that time to the time he was 33, it didn't change anyone's doctrine. No one went in there and said, oh, wait a minute, this goes with this. And hey, brothers, we need to reevaluate the way we're teaching and the way we're dealing with Israel. No, they went on about the way they were dealing with Israel, broadening their phylacteries, walk through the marketplace like they were this top notch. So when people seen them, they stopped and kind of gave them reverence so they could be like like the heathen king. When you watch these movies and they show you how the heathen king, they expected some type of respect if he just happened to walk by. Well, Mom, I got to go on about my business in my day. Just because you went by, I'm supposed to stop and bow. But this is how they wanted to do things like the heathen king would do. You drive by and everybody have to stop because the king or this so-called dignitary or whatever will come by, and you have to stop and you have to bow and you have to give him this reverence. And this is kind of like how the Pharisees portrayed themselves, man. And so the Lord said that we're gonna mock you. We're gonna mock the way you do things. But you're gonna look down upon us, right? It's just stammering lips. Matter of fact, let's look at that. Cause like Slovakia. Go back. Oh no, okay, sir.
On James 39:34, Laeg, Laeg.
Laeg, right? It says Laeg, mocking, make. It says mocking, mocker, a mocker, right? Stammering, right? A baby, woo, 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 blah, 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 blah. It's like they're babbling, right? But in that babbling, it's more like we're mocking you, right? You know, but we're and then it's said to for recompense. So we're going to be teaching, and we're going to mock you, and as we're teaching you about how the Lord is going to get recompense for the elect, and even to you so-called fake pastors, you fake priests, right? Because the Lord's going to recompense you, right? Right? Because he ain't going to have that same type of respect for us as he does so-called other people. Let's see what this gets to that root. It says, yeah, to mock, deride, deride, mock, deride. Uh, how do you say that? Stammer, stammer. How do you say that?
Ridicule.
Ridicule. Yeah, there you go. Ridicule. To mock, to ridicule. In fact, let's see if we can go into that ridicule.
Ridicule.
Ridicule, to subject someone or something to
Contemptuous.
contemptuous, contempt, scornful, show scornful, contemptuous, and dismissive language and behavior in his, in was it, yeah, well, behavior he is held up as an object of ridicule, right? And that's basically what how we're meant to teach. But that's how the people look at us, right? People look at us in discontempt and ridicule, but we're discontemptuous and ridiculous towards you, right? So come back right here. Isaiah 28 and 11. I'm going to go to the Amplified version. Indeed, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, will teach this people, right, which are the Israelites and the elect of the nation of Israel, at that in a more humiliating way, right? Because what people are going to look down upon us, right? We're going to be humiliated. They're gonna look at us like, who are these guys out here, right? That's why because we'll say we're the Israelites, and they'll throw them black, and black is a way to humiliate you, because black is not a nationality. That's to insult your intelligence, man, right? Once I learned the truth, that is basically, that actually pisses me off when you call me black, right? I get mad at that, right? And people, you don't have to get so mad, but I do, in a sense. But at the same time, there's a lot of ignorance, so you can't get too mad. But it's insulting your intelligence, right? So at the same time, we have to teach in a mocking fashion, because guess what? At the end of the day, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to win, right? In a more humiliating way, by men with a stammering lip and a foreign tongue. So that we're not speaking the Paleo Hebrew. We're speaking whatever language, whatever land you're in captivity in, right? Lord said, I will gather you for wherever I have scattered you. Scatter thee, right? Right? It says, to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye have caused the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing, right? In the Greek is kainos, right? In the Greek, the refreshing. Yet they would not hear. So we have people, we're trying to give them the actual understanding and the things that we teach, that there ain't no goddamn hell doctrine. Hell is made up, man. It's always been made up, right? So the true teachers are here. The true name is here. Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai is here, right? The true prophets is here, right? And we're going to teach you about the charagma, the karaks, the engraphol. We're going to teach you, don't take those things. Don't just jump and do what Esau says concerning things that will cause you to lose your life by breaking the law of the Most High. Now the Lord do say to obey the rule of the people He put over you. So we're gonna obey the rules. You go out there, you see the red light, and it turns red, you stop. It's about as far as it goes. You see a freaking was it crosswalk, and a crosswalk, and that thing turns red, and it tells you don't walk, or it flips and it says walk, and then you start walking. Well, that's about as far as it goes for us to keep the law, right? Right? There's you want to play your music, and there's a so-called noise ordinance, and you're playing your music. Well, we're gonna listen to the noise ordinance, and at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, when they say your music got to be low, and it's time for people to go to sleep, so they got to go to work or whatever it may be, and then you have your music down, and you be respectful to your neighbors, right? And even though these are not your neighbors, but this is respectful to the place where you live at. You got to be smart, right? You don't just keep blasting your music, right? You know what I mean? Until it's time for us to have full rulership. So it says, but let me go read the Amplified version real quick. It says, who he who said to them, right, right, the Most High, this is the place of quiet. Give rest to the weary, and them and this is the resting place. Yet they would not listen, right? Because the Lord sent us to speak to you. But there's some people that will not listen, man. They're gonna listen. They're gonna do their own will. They're gonna do their own little thing, right? Let's see what that is. What should we look up on that? Weary or let's look up weary. Yeah, faint, exhausted, weary, right? Because there's a lot of our people that's faint, right? They're exhausted from Esau beating the hell out you, and the taxes, and you know what I mean. In the inner cities are the most taxed. Wherever Jake is at is where they highly tax you at, right? Your rent, everything. You can't afford anything, so you're robbing, stealing, scrounging, paycheck to paycheck as it is. But Esau, he ain't gonna let up, right? But this is just proves that how they will look at us. They will look at us funny, and that looks crazy. A little 12-year-old, and he was in there. He was schooling them dudes, man. And that looks what it looks like to us. We're those bums, those bumalites. It looks crazy that we're schooling this guy who has 150 million, man. That looks crazy. It's like, what? Like, what? Who he told those guys, right? To be faint and weary. To those be faint and weary, right? Let's see. Um, she was refreshing, because I know it's different from the Greek. Madgia, rest, repose, reposed, reposed, place to rest, right? No, you rest in His truth. But this is the place of rest, the truth. The truth is a place of rest, right? Madgia, refreshing place to rest. And like I said, in the Greek is kainos, refreshing, renewing. And so we're giving you that new thing, the understanding. Even though it's old, it's renewed, right? It's coming to you again to act in instant state, stirred up, right? What the Lord said will stir up your pure mind. Disturbed. Oh wow. Stir up, disturb, to make a twinkling, tinkling, twinkling, cause to rest of a sword, right? Oh yeah, yeah. You put to death. That could be a way you can rest of the sea. To wink, pre, pre, harden. Oh, harden. I like that one. Repose, harden, set to rest, divide, suddenly, broken, ease, moment, right? So, so a refreshing. I like that heart. Yeah, because now the truth will harden you up, right? I like that harden because the Lord said you have to endure into the end, right? Now we know what's going on. It says, but the word of Yahweh was unto them. Wait, but the word of Yahweh was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon Isaiah 28 and 13. But the word of Yahweh was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they might go and fall backwards and be broken and snared and taken, right? And that's ultimately what happens to people, right? They're unable to understand why did God choose them, and then when we chose these people who happens to be what the scripture says, that gather yourselves together, O nation not desired, that it happens to be the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, these people that's not desired. On top of that, they're doing it in a way that they're not used to, way the Bible is broken down, the way they done it. But this is the way the Bible said for you to break it down, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. But this is going to go into a little bit more, give you a little bit more understanding in this amplified version right here. It says, therefore, the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to them will be merely more, will be unto them merely monotonous repetitions, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, rule, right? Dealing with the law, statutes, commandments, right? Upon rule, rule upon rule, here a little, there a little, that they may go and stumble backward, and be broken, ensnared, and taken captive, right? And that's what was going to happen. That these Edomites, you're going to be taken into captivity, man. You're gonna come against the truth, or even these other Israelites who come against the truth. They're gonna be broken and snared in pieces, right? And they're gonna go get put into these concentration camps. They're gonna end up getting the charagma, and it's gonna be, you know, the fulfilling of the scriptures, technically, because you're not gonna get it from us the way you should, right? Because even the Lord said that a prophet is not respected amongst his own people, or his own hometown, amongst his own people. So a lot of times our own people will look at it like, they would say that, oh, you, oh, I ain't listen to no, you know, person who comes from the same place I come from. You're just from the ghetto, right? You don't know nothing. You don't got Esau's so-called papers, scholarships, and whatever this other nonsense say. But the Lord never went to schools or anything for that. And even as a young child, he was confounding them, right? Yeah, so this is Acts chapter 4, verse 12. Neither is there salvation in, well, let's, this is said, this is the stone which was said. I guess so. You got to go up just a little bit. It says, but it is known unto you all and to all the people of Israel that by the name of Yahushua Hamashiach of Nazareth, but Hamashiach wouldn't be his name, or Christ wouldn't be his name, right? Christ is just a title. Hamashiach is just a title. It was just a thing that he was called for. It just means he was the anointed to do something, right? But there are many anointed people, but this is the one that was anointed to save Israel, to save all of Israel, right? That was the thing that was so special about this Messiah. This Messiah was to die for all of Israel, right? That was the difference from all the other Messiahs. All other Messiahs may deliver either all of Israel out of Egypt, or they delivered a portion of Israel out of Babylon or out of the Assyrian captivity. But it wasn't. They didn't die for all of Israel, so Israel could be united to the Most High, not in Christ, not Israel united to Christ. Israel is united to the Most High, Yahweh, right? Through the Hamashiach, through Yahushai, right? That's why we come in His name, Ba'asham, in the name of Yahushai. Now you can come to the Most High Father, right? Because it's not of your own righteousness. So that's why it says by the name of Yahushai, Hamashiach, the anointed one, Yahushai, the anointed, who was to die for all of Israel, basically, of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, right? See, that's why he was crucified, for whom the power, the Most High, raised from the dead, even by him doeth this man stand here before you whole, right? Perfectly healed. This is the stone which was set at naught of your buildings, which is become the head cornerstone, right? They didn't set them at the base of their doctrine, right? Because there were many doctors that were there when Yahushua was there as a young child, but the base of their doctrine, it wasn't going to be Yahushua. It wasn't going to be the full doctrine, because where was the Messiah? And then once they seen the Messiah come, they seen all the what do you say, the miracles, the physical and the spiritual evidence that this happens. This has to be the Messiah. And it said they rejected it, so it made them go away backwards and snared, right? And that's what we're doing. The Lord, we're teaching, and it's what that you're gonna. Hey, either you're the elect or you're not, right? That's it. Which is become the head of the corner. Neither is there salvation in any other, right? Because there ain't no other. There's nobody else you can go to, for there is none other name under heaven given men, right? So it was given to us, right? Going back to, you know, uh, uh, Abba, Abba Bibbins, King Masha, High Priest Ariah, all those men who started and gave, because the refreshing, because it said about a refreshing, that name came back to us, right? So Most High Christ and blessed, 150 mil worth, or really 4 million worth, and what does that mean, right? It means nothing, right? Because we have that name. So what in the world are you talking about, right? And we're giving you the proper breakdowns, right? Stay away from the Karagma. World War III. America's gonna melt in thermonuclear fire, and that thermonuclear fire, which is gonna be the thermonuclear fire, that is gonna be the lake of fire, and that's what people commonly mistake as hell, right? It says, neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given men whereby we must, right? Not possible, maybe, I don't know, let me think about it, right? Whereby we must be saved. Hey, man. Now, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, see, they don't look. Hey, they don't look at us like we're anybody, right? We're just unlearned, ignorant men. You know, we're just children. We're babbling. We're what is it? Stammering. We're just doing stammering. Yeah, they're not. They're insignificant, right? We're the insignificant ones. So hey, we're just unlearned and ignorant men. They marveled and they took knowledge of them that they had been with Yahushua, right? They didn't call him the Messiah. They just said, "Oh yeah, he was with that dude Yahushua." And behold, which means feast your eyes, look, pay attention. The man which was healed stood up with them. They could say nothing against it. Woohoo! You know what I'm saying? Hey, and at the end of the day, hey, you can call us bums, you can call us that, you can say all these different things, but at the end of the day, you can say nothing against this, man. Right? So this is Luke chapter 21, verse 15. For I will give you the mouth. See, who's going to give us that? The Most High Yahweh, right? Who will He teach knowledge? Whom will He instruct the message unto? Right? And the message is the whole entire book, man. Line upon line, here a little, there a little, rule. Like I like how that thing was saying, rule upon rule upon rule, right? Because you have the you have the regular lines, the precepts, but then you also have the rules. You have the laws, statutes, commandments, but then you actually have the laws in different places. The whole Bible is technically the law, right? There's things given as as basically a rule of thumb, right? Like how they say it in the world, a rule of thumb, right? Maybe it's not really spoken of, an unspoken rule, but then it's spoken of, right? Like when when the when was it the Apostle Paul says about men that have long hair. It's kind of like not really a rule per se, like go back in the thing because what you call him had long hair, but then he was still a Nazarene. He wasn't supposed to, and then it was given to him through an angel, and was said that he wasn't supposed to cut his hair. When did an angel come to your mama and tell your mama that you are not to cut your hair? And it never happened. It's never happened. It only happened one time, and it haven't happened since. Right? So, and even then, guess what? Well, guess what happened to him? His hair got cut. So it's like an unspoken rule, but then that rule got spoken by a man whose wisdom and authority, right? Because he was a Pharisee. At one time he was a high ranking Pharisee. Then he left that to follow the actual truth. So with his it's one of those things where a person like that, his word should have some weight, right? And then it made sense what he was saying. Because look at what's going on today, right? That's almost like that. That was one of those rules. Should have been with a man shall not put on a woman's garment. Neither shall a woman should not have put on a man's garment. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. And it should also say a man should not have long hair. Why? Because when a man had long hair, he puts on a woman's garment. Far away, that man looks like a woman, right? Look what's going on today, right? So it's not far-fetched that he would say a man should have long hair because it's the woman's glory. So then not to mention you're just trying to steal someone else's glory. It's the woman's glory to have long hair. So that's like I'm babbling. I'm sorry, but let me just go ahead. But it's a woman's glory to have long hair. So why would you still try to steal her glory? Like a lot of you try to take Esau's glory by taking the gun. That's Esau's glory. That's it. That's his blessing. But let me go on. I'm gonna finish this up because I will go on forever. It says Luke 21:15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, right? Precept upon precept, line upon line, rule upon rule, rule upon rule, line upon line, here a little, there a little, right? Which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Hey, so with all that, I want to give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well, right? Because the reason why I did it like this, because the truth is flourishing. I could have went in there and just went in there about and pulled out all these different things about money and all this, but I wanted to show how the truth is prevailing, and it's showing that though they call us bums and they got all this money, hey, look at how they look at us, right? We're nothing. So they look, like we're nothing. So hey, man, the truth is gonna prevail, man, and that's ultimately what it is, man. We can see you got your money, you got your things, but eventually it's all the truth. You ain't gonna be able to gainsay the truth, man, nor resist it, man. So with all that, I want to give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakal Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well, to the elder bishops, the elder apostles in Connecticut, the bishops, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, Shalom, to the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom, to you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence and a Bible ball.